Hello, friends and people of the internet. Thank you for checking out this episode of the 15-Minute BJ podcast. I'm BJ Jezbera, and this is the show where I talk about my life, music, and all the things going on in the world around me. Like you guys, if you have anything you want me to talk about, make sure to put it in the comment section below, and let's share this podcast with as many people as we can. We'll get their input, and eventually this show will become more of a community thing where we're all inputting and we're all talking about what's going on. Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about making shit happen. It's not just something that musicians face, it's something we all face, whether it's making a new job happen or holding down an old job or making family life work. Everything takes a little bit of work, and it all takes a little bit of making shit happen. So for me, there's a few key ingredients into making shit happen, so I'm going to share them with you guys. Hopefully it helps you out if you're like me and can be a procrastinator or can put off things or just not get shit done at all. Hopefully this helps you, motivates you, gets you up on your butt. And again, please put in the comments below if you have anything that you do to help yourself make shit happen. To me, it comes down to 4 key ingredients. Number 1, you got to shake distractions. 2, you got to be persistent. 3, you should try new ways to get it done. And 4, you need to support others. So starting off with no distractions, I think this is the biggest one. This is the epitome of the opposite of making shit happen. Distracting yourself, procrastinating, letting it be put off until tomorrow, or finding something to get in the way and using that as an excuse to getting your end goal done, right? Distractions are not just things like drinking and partying and stuff that you know you shouldn't be doing, but sometimes it's also things that, maybe feel good or you think it's helping you, but really it's not. For me personally, I have tons of distractions that I'm constantly working on shaking. Video games probably being the biggest one. I love to play video games, and I feel like it's one of my few releases in this world that doesn't cost me much. So, to me, I need to learn to put down that controller and pick up some work. So, maybe for you, it's the same thing. It's not about getting rid of it completely. You don't have to cut things out. You can, limit yourself to these things. But the way that I recognize a distraction is to see if it helps you reach your end goal, right? So if your end goal for me, myself, is to play more music, play more shows, continue this music career, and hopefully one day support my whole family on this music stuff. When I sit down and I play video games, I have to tell myself this is not helping me reach that goal, right? I'm not learning any new songs. I'm not sharing anything. I'm not creating any content. So it's a great distraction, and it's a great way to relieve some stress from the work that I do, but it's not helping me meet my end goals. Same thing sometimes with going out and hanging out with people. It's something that makes me feel like a complete dick sometimes, and I know that some of you guys out there may be listening, and I may have done this to you, but going out, partying, and doing shit with my friends is a great time. It's a great thing to do, and I will do it from time to time, but most of the time, I just want to stay back, and I want to work on shit, and I want to get shit done, and I feel like a lot of my friends can use a little bit of this advice right now, where going out, partying, and hanging out with friends is a great thing, and it's not something you should ever cut out of your life completely, but it is something I feel like people need to limit a little bit more. I work in the bar industry as my side job, and I see it happening all the time. People are just spending all their time, their money, their resources on going out and having a good time. In my eyes, I call that celebrating. So if you're celebrating with no reason to celebrate, then it kind of loses its specialness. Going out, hanging out with your friends should be a reward from a long week of hard work. It shouldn't be something you're doing every night, picking up a six-pack, hanging out with Joe Blow on the corner. That's just not going to get you anywhere closer to your goal. So sometimes even friends and family can become a distraction. And again, I'm not recommending you cut them out completely, but you do need to limit how much of your time you're going to let them consume. And if they're real friends and if they're close family, then they'll understand that sometimes you're shaking them off, but not because you don't want to hang out with them or because you don't love them, but because you're trying to get something done, right? And that leads into another one of my topics, which is supporting others. I know it kind of goes against what I just said to say if your friend is going out and doing something, you should go out and support them. But if you think about it, if you don't support others, nobody is going to support you back, right? In the music community, it's a huge thing where, we're all connected somehow on social media. Everybody kind of knows about each other in their little towns and their little cliques of music. And everybody's always constantly sharing their shows or inviting each other to their shows, but nobody goes to each other's show. It's the biggest complaint that I hear in San Diego music, at least, that nobody comes out and supports each other. And I'm guilty of this as well. But the thing is why would you expect so and so from this band to come watch you and your band if you're not going out and watching their band? It's kind of scratch my back, scratch your back. So, in that respect, I feel like it's not so much of a distraction to go out and support others in the community of whatever you're doing, whether it be music or art or your friends and family. You need to go out and show them support and love for what they're doing so that they'll come back and show you support and love for what you're doing. Especially in this music community, we all like to talk about how there's no support and nobody loves each other, but nobody wants to start that movement and get out there and start supporting others and going to other people's shows. I've been to plenty of people's shows and they don't come to mine, and that's usually when I stop going to theirs. So it's important to shake that feeling of resentment and let them know, hey, I've come to you, you come to me now. And I think that's the only way that we'll ever build a real community in San Diego music, at least, is to support others. Also, coming into the play of making shit happen, persistence. Again, if you're going out and supporting others and they're not supporting you, that doesn't mean to give up. It means you need to keep doing it, and you need to let them know, hey, I'm coming out to support you. When are you going to come support me? I need you too. It's not a one-way street. It's not all about them, and it's not also about you. You guys need to work it out together, and persistence is the only way that's going to happen. Is you got to constantly be open with communication to the people that you want support from, that you want to help, that you care about. You need to be open and consistent with them. Persistence is the key. Not giving up, right? If you hit a bump in the road, that doesn't mean you need to just throw your hands in the air and say, I quit. When you hit a bump in the road, it's time to get over it and keep on going, because I promise you there will be another one. So even if you get that first bump and you feel great, you get that second bump, you feel great, and then that third bump comes and you're feeling like, well, is this going to be a regular thing? And by bump number 5, maybe you're feeling like it's time to give up. It's never time to give up. Unless you're like bleeding in the street from what you're trying to do, it's never time to give up. I think it's time to work harder, double down maybe, or try it from a different angle, a different perspective. Try new things. That's point number 4. If the persistence is leading you to many, many bumps in the road, but you don't want to give up on what you're doing, you got to try it from a different angle. Maybe what you're doing is on the right path, but just not the right way. So, for instance, in my world, when I'm playing music, I like to play many different styles. I play solo acoustic by myself. I play in a little folk 3-piece with a cajon and a bass player. I play in a punk band with electric guitar, electric bass, and drums. And we get really loud and raucous. And those are all 3 very different things, but they're all going to the same goal. I'm playing the same songs, maybe just different styles for different crowds, different people. I'm trying to get everybody's attention, not just one little niche. So what you got to do is try things from different angles, right? If your family life isn't going so well, maybe the way that you've been doing it is wrong. It's coming from the right place. You're trying to make things work and you're trying to hold things together. Maybe, I don't know, things aren't very good. Sometimes that happens. That doesn't mean it's time to give up. It means maybe it's time to try something different, come from a different angle, or rely on others to try and help you. You just can't give up. Making shit happen is the opposite of giving up. So if you give up, you're not going to make anything happen. And for that is the end of my making shit happen spiel. I think that it's something we all need to think about more, especially myself. Whatever you're trying to get done, you need to make sure that you're actually focused on it, that you're sticking to it, that you're supporting the people in the community around you, and that if things aren't working, again, you don't give up. Maybe just try something new. The 4 ingredients to making shit happen. And again, I'm not always right. If you guys can think of something that maybe I missed or something I could clarify better, put it in the comments below. Let's talk about it. Let's make this a discussion. I'd love to hear how you guys make shit happen out there. Now we're going to break into our little news break. Coming up this week, I've got a couple of shows. on tonight, I guess. If you're going to listen to this podcast right now, as soon as I post it, you could probably still make it to this show. I'm going to play at the Tipsy Crow tonight, August 1st, from 7 to 9 p.m. by myself, and then I'm hosting Mixed Mic Night, which is a musical showcase where we have 4 artists come out, sometimes traveling artists, sometimes local, but they're all just coming out to showcase what they got and trying to earn a spot at the Tipsy Crow in our regular rotation of musicians. So if you want to come out and see what San Diego music has to offer, we've got some great artists coming up tonight, including 2 of my friends. We got Jesse and Tommy coming out. They're going to be playing with us, so come on out. It's going to be a great night of music tonight. If tonight is too soon for you, then I'm also playing this Friday, August 3rd at the Manhattan Bar here in Chula Vista, which is great because I've been trying to find a place to play here in Chula and build a little audience, so I would appreciate any support I can get from my community out there. Come on out, 9 o'clock. I'm playing with a band from Oakland, California called Van Goat. I can't even describe their style. It's so eclectic, but it's awesome. So I'll be opening up around 9 o'clock. Make sure to come out, check that out, August 3rd at the Manhattan Bar. Also coming up, I've got shows at Tipsy Crow on August 12th, 15th, and 26th. That's part of my musical residency there. So I play about 4 times a month. Make sure to come out and check me out at the Tipsy Crow, August 12th, 15th, and 26th. And then also I've got a couple other places coming up. August 24th, I'll be playing at Mr. Peabody's in Encinitas with my friend's band Sonic Tonic. I get to open up for them, so come on out if you're in the Encinitas area or you like road trips. Go on out to Encinitas and check us out at Mr. Peabody's. And then finally, on August 25th, I'm bringing you guys a 3-hour showcase of all that I can offer. We're going to do full band, we're going to do acoustic, we're going to do folk band on August 25th at De Oro Mine Company in Spring Valley. I've played this bar a few times, and I love this place. They're very supportive of music, so I want to really support them and show them that San Diego also supports people who support their community. So August 25th, make sure to come out to De Oro Mine Company and check us out. It's going to be an all BJ night, but 3 different styles. So come on down, check it out, or check out any of the other shows this month. I'll put them in the description below, so that way if my talking is too fast or you want to copy and paste it into your calendar, you can just do it straight from there. Got lots of shows this month. Last but not least, record recommendation for this week. I did a little digging into one of my favorite bands. My favorite bands are very, very far and few between in styles, I guess. I like everything from, Johnny Cash to Blink-182. I like even some disco and some rap and everything. So it's kind of hard sometimes doing these recommendations and trying to mix it up. I like to just do the stuff that I can think off the top of my head. And today I thought, you know what? Social Distortion deserves a shout out. I've been listening to this band since I was a child. Honestly, they've been playing longer than I've been alive. So Social Distortion has always been a part of my life. Listening to 91X as a kid growing up, and, the alternative stations in San Diego, you hear a lot of Social Distortion. And some people can get kind of tired of it. Me personally, I can never get tired of Social Distortion. So this is a song off of one of their older albums. This album is their self-titled album, so it's just called Social Distortion. It came out in 1990, the year that I was born, which is part of the reason that I picked it, but also because this album has so many good songs on it, including the one I'm about to play for you guys in a little bit, but also their cover of Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire. When I was growing up, I thought that was their song. That's how good they played it. And the thing is, it's a Johnny Cash song from a million years before they recorded it. So it's cool as you grow older and you go into music and you start diving into more of your favorite artists that you realize, wow, maybe my favorite artists are inspired by other favorite artists, because Johnny Cash also is a huge influence on me in my music. So today, the song that I'm going to play for you comes off the record recommendation of Social Distortion's self-titled album. The song is called Ball and Chain, and even though it sounds kind of like a sad song about taking away somebody's pain and their suffering, for me, I want to think this song is more about shaking distractions. So today, shake those distractions. Check out this Social Distortion song, Ball and Chain. Here we go. And if you like this acoustic version of a Social Distortion song, make sure to let me know in the comments. I'll post a whole bunch more. Well, it's been 10 years and 1,000 tears. I look at the mess I'm in. A broken nose and a broken heart, an empty bottle of gin. Well, I sit and I pray in my broken down Chevrolet, while I'm thinking to myself, there's gotta be a better way. Take away, take away, take away this ball and chain. Well, I'm lonely and I'm tired, and I can't take any more pain. Take away, never to return again. Take away, take away, take away, take away this ball and chain. Well, I've searched and I've searched to find the perfect life. A brand new car and a brand new suit. I even got me a little wife. But wherever I have gone, I was sure to find myself there. You can run all your life without going anywhere. Take away, take away, take away this ball and chain. Well, I'm lonely and I'm tired, and I can't take any more pain. Take away, never to return again. Take away, take away, take away, yeah. Take away this ball and chain. Past the bar on my way to my lonely hotel room. I've spent all my money, I've been drinking since a noon. I'll wait there in the morning, or maybe in the county jail. Times are hard, getting harder. I'm born to lose, destined to fail. Take away, take away, take away this ball and chain. Well, I'm sick and I'm tired, and I can't take any more pain. Take away, never to return again. Take away, take away, take away this ball and chain. Take away, take away, take away this ball and chain. Well, I'm lonely and I'm tired, and I can't take any more pain. Take away, never to return again. Take away, take away, take away, yeah, yeah. Take away this ball and chain. Thank you guys for checking out this episode of the 15-Minute BJ Podcast. I'm BJ Jezbera. This is the end of the episode. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great week.